Hi, it's Todd from Todd Cutler here, and I have got the Mary Rose bollock dagger. Now, I've called it the Mary Rose bollock dagger because it's modelled after tens of them, scores of them that were found on the wreck of the Mary Rose. Recap, the Mary Rose was one of King Henry's ships, fantastically decked out, perfectly fitted out for war with a full inventory. We have all of that. It sailed out to tackle the French and fell over and sank. And it landed at the bottom, very silty. Lots of the items were preserved, but it was the organic components preserved, not the metalwork, or not the ironwork anyway. So the blades of these daggers have been lost, but the handles remain. And there are loads of them, but they're all remarkably uniform. You can see there's some of them are octagonal, some hexagonal, occasionally they're round, but essentially they're all very much of one pattern. And one of the things that characterises them is a long, single-edged blade. So don't forget these belong to sailors, so they have to be working knives. So that's why they've got a flat back on them. You have to be able to do tasks with them. Can't do that with a double-edged blade. You've got an impact plate here because they're expecting to fight. So these are very much offensive as well as defensive and working tools. So that holds everything together if you get a sword strike or another dagger strike onto the pommel there, onto the guard there, and stops it being split, stops the opposing weapon ending up on your hand. The impact plate is fixed into place with these two lovely little rivets here with washers underneath them, and the whole thing is assembled with the peen washer at the top here. So it's changed now from the earlier medieval bollock dagger. The style is quite different. So the earlier medieval pieces seem to have been turned on a lathe. These later ones, especially if you look from the side there, seem to have been carved out of planks. I have no idea if that's something to do with sailors being bored and things like scrimshaw and little carving and things that sailors do when they have lots of time off. Maybe they whittle their own handles. I don't know. But they don't seem to have been made on a lathe. The blade itself is coming in at about 30 centimetres, 12 inches. And overall, the thing is absolutely lovely and perfectly suited to a Tudor sailor. So anybody really, early 16th through to mid to late 16th, who's poor, working, needs to fight, needs to look after himself. The perfect dagger. Comes with a double layer sheath, of course, and fitted with a brass chape. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again.